Next, I'd like to ask Jane Petro to join me on stage. We talk about people creating legacies. Here is someone who clearly has. As one of only 4 women in the College of Medicine's class of 1972, Jane is used to breaking barriers. For nearly 3 decades, Jane was a pioneering surgeon and professor in the departments of surgery, neurosurgery, and otolaryngology at New York Medical College. And she held pivotal roles, such as the associate director of the Burn Center at Westchester Medical Center and chief of microsurgery and plastic surgery at multiple institutions. Her contributions to medical literature have advanced human understanding of wound healing, trauma management, and so much more. She is deeply committed to reaching underserved communities and has volunteered at Blythedale Children's Hospital, providing care to cleft lip and palate patients on Medicaid, and she's participated in medical missions to Latin America and the Middle East. She was also an advocate for HIV-positive patients during the AIDS crisis, championing their right to care. Now, Jane is technically retired, but clearly does not know what that means, because she has not slowed down since retiring in 2009. Instead, she has dedicated herself to researching the often overlooked contributions of 19th century women physicians, helping to ensure that the history of medicine reflects and represents the individuals who shaped it. Jane, you truly have impacted countless lives through your surgical skill, your scholarly contributions, and your dedication to making sure we create a more just world. You've made Penn State proud in every sense of the word, and we are delighted to recognize you here today.
I'm so glad previous speakers have used their notes. When Dr. Kim called and introduced herself, I hadn't met her before, and she said, you're going to get this Alumni Award. And I'm like, I thought this was a prank call, probably one of my classmates. I didn't take her seriously for a while, and I want to thank her for her patience because she gradually and persistently convinced me that this was valid. I graduated with the second class at the Hershey Medical Center in 1972 and returned and did my plastic surgery residency there from 77 to 79. So now you all know how old I am. But other than a few visits, I've spent very little time in State College or at Penn State, and basically never, except for today, been to State College for any length of time. I don't know what Penn State thinks that I've given to them, but I do know what Penn State has given to me. I attended a new college, I attended a new medical school, and as I began my career, I helped found a new burn center and a new microsurgery program in a new university hospital. Hershey reinforced my love of trying new things. Hershey reinforced my ability to say yes and to recognize the endless possibilities that lie there. And it was saying yes that led me to be a surgeon and to have operated on every continent, including Antarctica, and to have forged friendships with my residents and staff worldwide. Beyond receiving a good medical education, 3 things from my time to Hershey come to mind when I think about it seriously. First is the value of curiosity and challenging authority. This was taught to us by the founding faculty. We as medical students were teaching one-on-one with the faculty chairman. Who knew that chairpersons could talk to medical students? They certainly don't do a lot of that today. They treated us like human beings. They were magnificent teachers and role models, and they loved a good argument. The second value was the value of family. Hershey was both new and extremely small, so the medical students were also the babysitters, house sitters, and dinner guests of the faculty, even interceding in some cases. When I took an elective course on animal surgery, I flunked, even though all of my animals had survived. I went to a couple of friends on the faculty and I said, I don't know what to do about this. And they said, well, we'll look into it. They actually held a hearing, and to my face, Max Lang and to the other faculty said, girls shouldn't be surgeons. That's why I flunked her. I had never thought about being a surgeon, but let me tell you, that was the start. And finally, Hershey installed a love of the humanities and the values that they represent. After my fellowship, I entered my third new institution, the Westchester Medical Center, to start their trauma program. As a public hospital, we took care of everybody, regardless of their ability to pay. And in the early 1980s, we became the only hospital in our region willing to accept HIV-positive patients. This is the essence of humanity, being able to reach out to whatever underserved population exists at any given time. And this coincided for me both with my need to be part of taking care of this very mysterious and strange new disease, but also it coincided with my discovery that I was gay. So initially, I was actually taking care of friends, colleagues, and staying very much in the closet. And it became impossible. You had to come out. You had to come out to protect the rights of healthcare workers, to provide care to the patients, and you have to come out to provide the care to the patients themselves. This was an opening in my life. It changed everything the way I felt about medicine, to be able to be wholly yourself, not just a woman in a profession that was largely men, but to be the gay person in that profession as well. And then I met my wife, Carolyn Becker. We've now been together for 38 years. And have had a fabulous career together. I'm deeply honored by this award, and I know that this could not have happened without the inspiration and guidance that I received more than 50 years ago at Hershey from that faculty. And I hope at some point that Max Lang learned that I had become a surgeon.